Greetings, my name is Neosekken, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Higurashi When They Cry Chapter 2. In the last episode, we attended the Watanagashi festival with the rest of the club members, and for a while, everything was all well and good, and we acted as a bunch of advertisers for a bunch of food stands. Makes sense in context, I promise, if you haven't watched the last episode. And, Right when the festival was starting proper, we were dragged along. Keiichi and I were dragged along by Shion to go spy on a little rendezvous that Tomitake and Takano were having in front of a storage shed that was being used to store a bunch of ritual implements that has a long historied connection with the village's past, as we came to learn from Tanako-san when we broke into this place to take a look at everything inside, and there was a whole bunch of torture tools inside, and Takano told us a bunch of tales about how, in a nutshell, this Hinamizawa, once called Onigafuchi Village, was basically created when a bunch of demons and humans were able to make peace with one another, courtesy of the guardian deity, Oishi-sama, who descended from the heavens. And since the demons were man-eating demons, every decade they would get an irresistible hunger for human flesh and would revert back to demon form, whether they were full demons or they were human-demon hybrids who breeded with the humans that were part of the village. So, ritual sacrifices of humans from other nearby villages was basically a common occurrence as a result. They would gather sacrifices and basically use all manner of torture tools and torture methods to basically find ways to cook their human meat and devour it. And something that's been supposedly going on for centuries, until very recently, as evidenced by all the torture tools that we saw within the storehouse itself, which clearly had some signs of use, but weren't properly maintained. Now, whether or not there was any actual demons involved in the whole thing, I can't really say. I still see no evidence of anything supernatural like that going on in the story, so I'm more inclined to believe that these tools were probably either used by, were undoubtedly used probably for ritualistic purposes, for sure, but they were probably just ordinary people who probably had cannibalistic tendencies, or they were just sadistic assholes with their ritual sacrifices. One or the other. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. And eventually, after about roughly an hour to an hour and a half of all these fascinating little tales revolving around Hinamizawa's interesting past, if you were to believe in the whole demon-human stories and all that stuff, and the Watanagashi festival, which, we basically learned was basically kind of like, I guess you could say that the Watanagashi festival was kind of like this human demon village's equivalent of Thanksgiving, but instead of basically carving up stuffed turkeys, they'd carve up stuffed humans who were stuffed with their entrails, and then just eat them, entrails and all, and happy times for everybody involved, except the humanoid turkeys in this case, but that's pretty much in a nutshell what it is. Yeah. Quite, it's a lot more detailed than that, obviously, but that was basically in a nutshell everything that I learned in the last episode. And then finally, apparently, Shion and Tomitake heard some kind of strange noise inside the storehouse while Takano was telling Keiichi about these tales, but apparently Keiichi nor Takano didn't hear it, or at least Tanako didn't acknowledge it, but Keiichi for sure didn't hear anything, and I didn't either. So, I still have no idea what's going on with that. But now it's making me wonder, was there actually someone or something in that place with us, and we just didn't know about it? And if that's the case, then who or what was it, and what did they want? Anyway, that pretty much covers up everything, I think. So let's just go ahead and get started on our tips before moving on to the next chapter proper. From the scrapbook number 4. Watanagashi. The rite of Watanagashi is performed during a village festival every June, even now, but reading back to its origin turns up a seriously sanguine ceremony. Originally, Watanagashi would happen at fixed intervals, and after receiving Oishi-sama's trust, they chose a sacrifice. Then, the entire village would kidnap, demon away the person, and ceremonially to dissect and devour them in a feast. The rules that determined the intervals are shrouded in mystery. This is because the ceremonies occurred extremely irregularly. There's a theory that was determined based on astrological fortune-telling, but it isn't too convincing. The residents of ancient Onikafuchi village firmly believed that they were half men, half demon transcendents, and that they were more valuable than humans were. And they forced people within and without to accept that. Perhaps the act of kidnapping and eating people was done to prove that they were higher up on the food chain. Literally. This is just a hypothesis, but maybe the rite of Watanagashi was a political event for the purpose of being an outlet for, or outright diverting the attention of, the villagers of the isolated Onikafuchi village. In case any of their complaints or dissatisfactions grew serious. If that was the main reason these ceremonies were held, then it's easy to explain how erratic they were. Now let's do number 5. The alleged importance of the implements. I can't find anything that gives a concrete description of what the ritual implements were like. They were, however, real, and there definitely existed a multitude of different kinds. One source states that the implements used in the Watanagashi rite alone numbered 200. The obvious question then is why they required such a myriad of them. The rite of Watanagashi was to kidnap people through the demon in a way, dissect them, and eat them. I believe the tools were used for dissection and restraining, but 200 of them is far too many. I would think then, with that many different types of tools used for the purpose of, well, causing pain and suffering and eventually death, I think it's more likely to believe that they were sadistic, and they just simply wanted a lot of variety to their sadism. Generally, tools evolve in such a way as to reach a solution for a certain problem. Once you've reached the ultimate goal, that is, attain a certain level of efficiency, the tool's evolution normally stops there. Regardless, why would they have created so many different kinds? One of the cultural elements responsible for diversification over time is that of entertainment. Tools used for entertainment would evolve over time and branch out. So, basically, to entertain themselves with their prey. Because they're sadistic. Unlike normal tools, reaching the ultimate goal would be more of a dead end, and in searching for the next goal, they would split into many different subtypes. So then, perhaps it's not a stretch to suggest that those 200 plus implements had some entertainment value. This is just a hypothesis, of course, but maybe the human dissection process was viewed as a type of entertainment. So, literally playing with your food. The three families of old would develop one new implement, dissection tool, after another, and each was varied, novel, and attracted spectators to keep them from growing bored. It's not unimaginable. All of them would have to be enshrined within that storehouse. There isn't much longer until the night of Watanagashi. Though its original intent has been lost, I will reveal the secrets of the traditional ceremony night within the ritual storehouse. I can't restrain my excitement. Watanagashi cannot come soon enough. These scrapbooks are from Tanako, I would think, because she's the one that's mostly interested in this kind of stuff. I would think. And even though Tomitake says he wasn't exactly interested in what was inside the storehouse, in Chapter 1 he certainly expressed an interest, and even in this chapter he certainly expressed an interest in the seemingly ritualistic murders and disappearances that have been going on for the past few years. So I would think that if he thought that the history of the Watanagashi and the history of the ritual implements had any kind of connection to these disappearances, he'd have at least some interest in them. So I don't know. These notes could have been from either of them, honestly, but I'm more inclined to think at this point that they're from Tanako. So, after the festival, what's this? Late that night, tensions in the police station were strained. In the silence, many of the staff members' eyes shifted back and forth between the clock and their telephones, counting the seconds in that stifled atmosphere. Kumagai-kun burst in with a young guy trailing behind him.
Oishi-san! こっちは検視入りました。じいさまもさっき到着です。
Ushi-san, I got the autopsy results. Oh, great. Someone died. The court physician just got here.
俺もスタンバイ OK しました。
I'm ready to go, sir.
このまま焼死の現場へ直行します。
I'll head straight for the burned body's location. Burned? So they were burned this time.
ちょっと話がややこしくなりました。向こうは身元の判別が非常に困難な状態だそうです。
Kuma-chan, things have gotten a bit complicated. They appear to be having a very difficult time determining who the victim is.
まさか4年前のあれっすか?
Could they have been dismembered?
いいえ。
Nope.
こんがりといい感じだそうで。
Cooked to a nice light brown. He spoke in sportive tones, but the meaning behind his words was heavy. The staff gave a collective sigh.
頭のてっぺんから丸々?
All the way? Head to toe?
ばっちり黒焦げだそうで、あっちの現場かわいそうだな。
Completely blackened, it seems. Probably smells terrible too. What a shame it is to be Gifu-san. Cooked, with no possessions. Then discarded outside the prefecture. At worst, it would have taken a week for the body to be identified. The fact that they sniffed it out tonight was huge. How old is the body?
今、小宮山君たちが沖宮の歯科医を根こそぎ野襲してます。
And what I mean by
カ
that
ルテで
is...
歯型照合するしかないでしょう。
No, wait, you're still doing the autopsy report. You wouldn't know that yet. Komiyama-kun and a few others are performing a thorough night raid on the dentist in Okinomiya. All we can do is hope a tooth matches some medical records.
ごめん。
Sorry.
誰かきつめのタバコ2箱ぐらい買ってきてくれません?
Could someone go buy me two or so boxes of strong cigarettes? The young guy answered in affirmation, and darted out into the hallway.
今年は見事見つけましたね。ひょっとすると過去の失踪者もこんな感じで県外で殺されてたんすかね。
You did an excellent job finding it this year. It could be that the people who disappeared in past years were scattered outside the prefecture like this too.
なら埋めればいいじゃないですか。重りつけて日本海でも。
And why not bury
琵琶
them?
湖でもいいですね。
Or sink them into the Sea of Japan? Or Lake Biwa? Or somewhere like that?
でもどうして一人死んで一人消えるのがこれまでのパターンじゃないですか。
Why though? Hasn't the pattern so far been one person dies and another disappears?
クマちゃん、仏は拘束なしでドラム缶の中でこんがりでしょ。多
Kuma-chan.
分締められた後にわざわざ焼いたんじゃないかと思うんですよ。
The corpse was inside an oil drum, unrestrained and cooked. They probably burned them after strangling them.
見つかることを覚悟の上でです。
They knew it would be found.
じゃあつまり今年は消す気は初めからなかったってことっすか？
So what you mean is, from the beginning they didn't want a person to disappear this year? Wait. So what you're saying is, what are you implying? Okay. So I'm taking two different things from this. Do you mean only one person died but no one has disappeared? Or number two, so did two people die and no one disappear? Go on, I want to
消す
know
気が
more.
ないってよりは、これはそれとは全く別のものでしょうね。消すどころか主張しているようにすら感じられますよ。
Not so much as they just aren't related. The person didn't disappear. In fact, whoever did it seems to have wanted to make a show of it.
つまり見せしめの意味があるってことっすか？
You mean it could be a warning? He folded his arms, and then heaved a long and heavy sigh.
それをしないでやってくれりゃ、その線もあるんですがね。
That might have been the case had it happened in town.
こんな遠くまで運んで焼いちゃったら、下手したらわかんないでしょう。見せしめにするなら、ひなみ沢の近くでやるべきなんですよ。
If they'd messed up, taking the victim far away and burning them alive wouldn't have been noticed. If they meant it as a warning, they should have done it closer to Hinamizawa.
殺したことを主張したいのに、場所は演出効果の確実じゃない遠方。主張したいのか隠したいのか。
They want to emphasize the fact that they killed the victim. But instead of doing it somewhere for dramatic effect, they did it outside the prefecture. Did they want to emphasize it or hide it?
今年は何考えてるのかな、お社様は。
If it was in an oil drum that was just left out in the open where anyone could find it upon stumbling upon it, I think it's more likely that they did it to emphasize it. Boy, I do wonder what Oishi-sama is up to this year. A telephone ring cut through the heavy silence. A staff member nearby snatched up the receiver.
おいさん、小宮山さんです。
Ushi-sen, it's Komiyama.
出ました。
They have it.
沖宮のデンタルクリニックで3年前に親知らずの治療をしてます。
The dental clinic in Okinomiya fixed the wisdom tooth 3 years ago. In
カルテ
Okinomiya.
は
What about the records?
レントゲン付きでバッチリと。
Complete with X-rays.
いやー、こんな明け方前に歯医者さんには申し訳ないな。熊ちゃん、小宮山くんからカルテ受け取ったら、すぐに出発してください。
I feel bad for waking up the dentist before dawn. Kuma-chan, get out there as soon as you get the records from Komiyama-kun.
了解っす。
Will do.
課長です。夜分お疲れ様です。
Oh, it's the chief. Thank you for coming out this hour.
大石さん、遅くなって申し訳ない。状況は
Ushi-san, my apologies for my lateness. What's the situation?
やっと面白くなってきたってとこですかね。燃えてきたぞー。
Well, it's just getting good, you see. We're all getting fired up.
Wow!
That was just such a funny noise coming out of you. That noise is gonna haunt my dreams tonight. Thanks a lot, Oishi. Okay, so someone died, but definitely in a much different fashion compared to Chapter 1. And yet, this seems to break the pattern somehow. I hope I'm not missing something, but yeah, it's just... Yeah, all I really got from that conversation was that only one person died, but nothing about another person disappearing or also having died. So that implies to me that maybe a second person died? I feel like I'm getting I'm failing to grasp something here I should be able to obviously grasp, but I'm not. I hope that's not the case. I'm not exactly in the mood to make a fool out of myself today. I let out a great big yawn. It was like morning had arrived just as I got to sleep. As Mom sat at breakfast, she gave me a pained smile.
どうしたの、ケイチ?
What's the matter, Keiichi?
ゆうべは何時に寝たの?
What time did you go to sleep last night?
12時には寝たつもりだけど、昨日はなんだか寝つきが悪くてさ。
Well, I wanted to go to sleep at midnight. But I had some trouble with that.
お祭りではしゃぎすぎて興奮して眠れなかったんでしょ。
You're probably all worked up from the festival.
違うよ。
No, that's not it. I crunched down hard on the pickled radish to hide my embarrassment. After all that happened yesterday, and our discussion about the sound Shion heard, that banging noise, like a child far away, jumping up and down on a wooden floor, the story wouldn't get out of my head, so I had trouble sleeping. It was a long night, and I kept jumping at the slight sounds of faraway tree branches, which should have been unhearable or too insignificant to notice. When I woke up to the morning sunlight and birds chirping, it made me feel pretty ashamed about it, but I felt far from refreshed this morning.
Keiichi-kun! Ohayo!
Keiichi-kun! Good morning!
あれ?
Huh?
Keiichi-kun 目が真っ赤だよ.
Keiichi-kun, your eyes are all red. I've been up all night watching chick flicks. They tore into my heartstrings too many times, and I just couldn't hold back anymore after a while. I'm human too. I can cry.
どうしてだろう?
Why is that? Why?
おはよう。
Oh, hey, good morning.
どういうわけか寝つきが悪くてな。
I didn't get much sleep last night.
そんなわけで今日は寝不足だ。
So I'm sleep-deprived today.
昨日のお祭りは楽しかったね。
The festival yesterday was a lot of fun. I wouldn't know. I wasn't there.
レナも興奮がなかなか冷めなくて、なかなか寝れなかったんだよ。
Reina's excitement took a long time to go to sleep, so I took a long time to go to sleep too. To sleep. In Reina's case, her excitement seemed to still be wide awake.
こういうお祭りが何度もあればいいのにね。
They should have this kind of festival more often.
またみんなで大盛り上がり。はう
So we can have lots of fun together again. Huh?
まあ、そうだな。
Yeah. Reina talking about the festival yesterday made me remember everything I had nearly forgotten from last night. The inside of the ritual storehouse had been so utterly different from the relaxed, bright everyday life of Hinamizawa. All the stories that Takano-san told me, too. The mysterious incidents that occurred on the day of the Watanagashi festival every year. The strange incidents where one person would die and one would disappear. The old stories of Hinamizawa, flickering like a candle behind them. The numerous and horrifying traditions of Onikafuchi village. The villagers with demon blood in them. The terrible cannibalistic feasts. The poor sacrifices kidnapped from human villages, victims of the Onikakushi. To quell the rage of Orishiro-sama. The ritual involving living sacrifices. There were also many, many others. There were so many stories that just remembering them put me in a foul mood. Most of them weren't fiction either. They were true. The jury's still out on that as far as I'm concerned. On at least a good bit of it. We didn't need to fear them just because they were real, though. Since it all happened so long ago. Such a very long time ago.
みーちゃん遅いね。
Where's Mi-chan? She's late. Huh? Before I realized it, we had arrived at the place where we'd usually meet with Mion. Probably because I was so lost in thought.
この時間になっても来ないときは先に行ってもいい約束になってるんだけど。
We agreed that if she isn't here by now, we can just go on ahead, right? Maybe she isn't here because she's busy wagging her finger at Shion.
どうする？
Should we? Mion being late wasn't too rare an occurrence. But today she was unusually late. I don't like this sign. A few of the ominous tales from the night before came back to life in my mind again. Who would die this year, and who would disappear? It couldn't have been Mion. I sincerely doubt it was Mion.
どうするかな、ケイチ君。
Call it a gut instinct. What should we do, Keiichi-kun?
もう行かないと遅刻になっちゃうかも。
If we don't get going, we'll be late.
来るよ。
She'll be here.
学校休むって電話があったわけじゃないだろ。
She didn't call to tell she'd be staying home today, right?
もう5分待ってみようぜ。
Let's just wait 5 more minutes. Okay? Reina looked at her watch and seemed a little worried, but then she nodded with a satisfied smile. If we had to wait 5 minutes, we'd have to run as fast as we could to school, or we'd be late. As soon as I thought that, we spotted Mion, running towards us, out of breath.
みーちゃん
Mi-chan!
遅い遅い
You're late! You weren't wagging that finger too hard at Shion, were you? I'll take that as a yes.
待っててくれたわけ。
You waited?
先に行っちゃってもよかったのに。
You should have just gone on ahead. Mion was breathing heavily, and her face was all red. Finger wagging can be a very exhausting job for certain people. Her house was right down this road, wasn't it? It wasn't far enough away to end up like this, was it?
みーちゃん、ひょっとして具合悪くない？
Mi-chan, are you not feeling well? Huh? Now she mentioned it. Reina pushed Mion's bangs away and put her hand to her forehead.
レナの手、冷たいな。
Reina, your hand is pretty cold.
みーちゃん、ちょっとだけど熱あるよ。
Mi-chan, you're a little bit warm. You're running a fever. Did you catch something?
そんな大したことないよ。
It's no big deal.
半日もすればケロッと治っちゃうって。
Give it half a day and it'll be as fit as a fiddle. I don't know, it could be the start of a cold or something.
本当に大丈夫かよ。
Are you really okay?
あまり無理するなよ。
You don't have to push yourself, you know.
あれ
What's this?
ケイちゃん気遣ってくれるの
Kei-chan, are you worried about me?
嬉しいな
That's nice of you. That answer wasn't like Mion at all. She must have it pretty bad.
無理しない方がいいと思うな
I just think you shouldn't push yourself so hard.
先生にはお休みだって伝えとくよ
We can tell a teacher you had to take the day off.
大丈夫大丈夫
I'm fine, I'm fine.
風邪薬も飲んだし
I took some medicine.
すぐに効いてくると思うから
I think it's already working. Mion forced an energetic expression onto her face and flexed her biceps at us.
じゃあ行こうか。
Okay, let's go.
くれぐれも無理するなよ。って言いながら。
Don't do it. Don't overdo it. But of course there's
時間。
the time.
走らないと間に合わない
We need to run or we won't make it.
スリリングな朝になっちゃったね
This morning sure is thrilling.
鈍った体にはちょうどいいカツかもね
Maybe it's just what I need to shake off this slowness.
走ろ
Let's run. Hey, wait. You're sick. Don't go overboard. Mion began to run vigorously anyway.
みーちゃんだって最上級生だよ
Mi-chan is older than us, right?
自分の体のことは自分で一番よくわかってるよ
She knows her own body better than anyone. And yet people can choose to disregard knowledge of their own body. Just like they can choose to disregard their knowledge on a lot of things and do stupid shit. Again, I have personal experience. I decided to leave it at that and assume she was fine.
よし、俺たちも行こうぜ。
Great, then we should get going too. We began to run after Mion. The school looked the same as always. Hours passed listlessly, and my lack of sleep took its toll. I just had a thought. Since it's a school day, what kind of club activity are we going to do? If there was a sport where people competed by sleeping, I'd be world champion right now. The trick to overcoming this sort of dangerous situation was to hold your pencil upside down. Why, you ask? So you don't draw strange patterns all over your notes while half asleep. If you're holding your pencil upside down, that wouldn't happen, would it? Bump bump. Bump bump bump. Something that felt like an eraser hit me in the head 6 times.
あ、いてててて。何しやがる、サトコ。
Ow! What was that for, Satoko?
私は何もしてないでございますわ
I haven't done a single thing. Rika?
お前以外にこんないたずら誰がするんだよ。
Who else would play a prank on me like
だ、
this?
消しゴムじゃなくてチョークか。
Oh, it was chalk. An eraser.
Huh?
Huh? Teacher. Behind me, like a female outlaw might hold razors, was the teacher's shadow, holding 3 pieces of chalk in each hand. Rumble, rumble, rumble.
前原くん
My Barcoon,
お顔を洗ってらっしゃい
go and wash your face.
はい。喜んで。
Right, gladly. That alone was enough to wake me up. But I flew out into the hallway, as if shoved out by the pressure exuded by my teacher's sheer power. If I was going to wash my face anyway, then I'd rather use the sinks out front, rather than the ones in a dark restroom. Thinking that, I left the hallway and went to the entrance. The sunlight was strong. So strong, you wouldn't think it was June. I turned the faucet, and with a lifeless bubbling noise, lukewarm water came pouring out. If I let it run for a few moments, would it get cold? Yes, it would, so that's why you gotta do it immediately. I looked at it absent-mindedly for a little while.
やっぱケイちゃんはこっちの流しを選んだか。
I knew you'd choose these sinks, Kei-chan. Ah, you were waiting for me, were you?
表の方が気分いいもんね。
The ones out front just feel better, don't they? Wait a minute. No, you probably weren't waiting. You probably just followed me.
ミオンか。
Mion?
授業サボるなよな。
No cutting class now. I stuck my hands into the water to find it gone so cold that it seemed strange it had ever been warm. I scooped it up and splashed it against my face. Once I was done, I moved out of the way and Mion did the same.
ミオン、具合の方はいいのかよ。
Mion, how's your cold doing?
眠いのは寝不足じゃなくて、薬の副作用なんだろ？
You're sleepy because of the medicine, not from lack of sleep, right?
実は内緒なんだけど、昨日はお祭りの後で親族の宴会に巻き込まれちゃってさ。
Actually, this is a secret, but after the festival yesterday, I got wrapped up in the party my relatives were having.
それで、実はエンドレスに突入しちゃって。
And well, I had a bit. You drank. A bit. She made a gesture like she was tilting a cup into her mouth. Which means you didn't have a cold or anything.
つまり、本当に寝不足なのかよ。
Are you hungover?
徹夜明けならそうと言え、紛らわしい。
How old are you? You are her friend, don't you know?
勘弁してよ。
Give me a break.
体調が悪いのは本当なんだからさ。
I really don't feel well, you know. Well, being hungover will do that. I suppose she'd be feeling lousy either way. Still, you treat colds and hangovers in completely different ways.
心配して損したぞ。
I was worried over nothing.
たく、ミオンらしいというかなんというか。
Man, I guess that's just like you, Mion. Mion scratched her head, a little embarrassed. She didn't seem to be feeling well. But now that I knew it was a hangover, I didn't need to worry too much. It would go away with time after all.
あ、でも頭がガンガンするのは本当。
Oh, but my head is really pounding, so...
だからさ、さっき先生に早退していいって言われちゃった。
The teacher told me I should go home early.
あ、ずるいやつ。
Ah, you cheater!
じゃあミオンは、もうこれで帰りなのか？
So are you going home now, Mion? I guess that means no club activities today. Now that I looked again, Mion had a bag with her. She must have been on her way home.
申し訳ないけどね。
Yep. I feel bad about it, though.
今日は家でおとなしく寝させてもらうわ。
I'll get some rest at home like a good girl.
部活できなくて申し訳ないね。
Sorry I can't make it to the club.
今日はケイちゃんがリーダーってことでやってくれない？
Would you take over as leader for today, Kei-chan?
多分無理だと思うぜ。
I don't know if that'll
俺た
happen.
ち、部活は全員揃った時しかやらないっていう暗黙の了解があるだろう。
We have that unspoken rule where you don't do the club unless everyone is there, don't we?
ミオンがバイトに行ってる時はいつもそのままお開きだったんだぜ。
We never did when you had to go to your part-time job, did we? Mion laughed rightly, saying we didn't need to worry about her. Well, unless you count the time where you brought all the other members along to help out Shion at that restaurant, then I guess you could consider that a club activity. No matter how much fun we have, though, I think that feeling guilty about friends who can't share in it is a sign of a really fantastic friendship. In that sense, the club Mion has created is a wonderful thing. As I thought about it, the moisture on my washed face dried up. I suppose we were talking too much. If I didn't get back to the classroom soon, I could get in trouble.
じゃあな。
Okay, later.
俺は教室に戻るぜ。
I'm going back.
帰りは気をつけろよ。
Be careful on your way
ふら
home.
ふらして側溝や用水路に落ちるなよ。
Don't wobble into a sewer or a brook, got it? I left it at that, turned around, and started heading back to the classroom. And then you stopped me to say something, possibly unpleasant, right? I'm getting a feeling in the pit of my stomach.
そうそう、ケイちゃん。
Oh, one more thing, Kei-chan. Mion stopped me, and I turned my head to listen.
なんだ
What's up?
変なことを聞くけど、深く考えないで答えてね。
This may sound weird, but don't think too hard about it. You're kind of asking for the impossible.
それは内容によりけりだな。
Well, that depends on what it is.
昨日の綿流しの晩さ、富武さんと高野さんに会わなかった？
Last night, near the end of the festival, did you see Tomitake-san or Tanako-san anywhere? I knew I wasn't gonna like this. I knew that my gut wasn't lying to me. This time. I suddenly tensed up.
富武さんと高野さんはわかるよね。
You know Tomitake-san and Takano-san, right?
ほら、ケイちゃん、お祭りの前日準備の時、シオンと一緒に4人でお話ししてたでしょ？
You remember, Kei-chan, when the four of you were talking during setup the day before? If I could, I'd want to forget about sneaking to the storehouse that night as soon as possible. So hearing the names of people I was with at the time really got to me. Besides that, though, why was Mion asking me a question like that? Probably because she knows where you were at the time during the festival. And with who? Not unlike what happened in Chapter 1, actually. During that one time when you and Oishi decided to go eat at a restaurant and talk about things. I ended up staring at her, unable to answer immediately. Was she asking to see if I had seen them or not? Or was she asking the question knowing that I had? I couldn't tell.
さあ、どうかな。
Well, maybe.
あったような、合わなかったような。
I've seen them around, I don't know. She's probably just trying to gauge your reactions to her questions and then just, based on how you react here, correctly deduce what you were up to. My vague response was clearly not to Mion's liking. What answer was she expecting from me? There was no way for me to know.
そう。
I see.
じゃあもう一つ質問ね。
Then one more question.
同じく夕べ、
On the same night,
シオンに会わなかった？
did you see Shion? Well, yeah, actually. I mean, she was there with us, all of us at one point. Okay, yeah. Actually, you mean after they all departed ways. We all departed ways and attended the festival. Duh. My heart leapt into my throat again. The tiny needles buried underneath Mion's words pricked into me.
それ、昨日も聞いたよな。
Didn't you ask me that yesterday?
俺、あったかどうかわからないって答えたと思ったぜ。
I think I told you that I wasn't sure if I had or not.
そうだっけ？
Did you?
また改めて聞いたら、
Oh,
違う答
shit.
えが返ってくるかなって思ってさ。
Oh, shit. She's got the doll eyes of unhappiness. I knew this was coming eventually. That she'd start acting very weird around me. It happened later than I was expecting it to, but, well, here it is. Like a delayed reaction to poison. I think we better start writing our wills, Keiichi. I guess I just thought I'd get a different answer if I asked you again. Oh, sweet Jesus. I suddenly noticed something in Mion's eyes. Something indescribable. Tomitake-san and Takano-san. Shion too. She was asking me about them. There was no doubt about it. Last night, the four of us snuck into the ritual storehouse. She knew everything. What if she was the one behind that sound that Shion and Tomitake heard? Oh shit. Still doesn't explain how Keiichi didn't hear a thing, but still. So what? There's not really a curse anyway. That's right. Even Shion and Takano-san said yesterday during the festival that there was no curse. And that rather than a curse, it was the doing of the villagers. Yeah, go ahead and try telling that to Mion and see how she takes it. I don't think she'd take it well at all. My blood curdled. Mion was almost without a doubt aware that we snuck into the storehouse. Well, here's another idea. Maybe she just happened to be looking into the direction of the storehouse at just that right instant when the lights inside there came on very briefly. Good going, Keiichi. It was nothing strange. I screwed up bad flipping on the light switch last night. If Mion had been searching for me, it was simple to imagine that she had seen that momentary light and come to find out what was going on.
本当に会ってないんだね。
Did you really not see her?
どうして会ったかどうかをそんなに気にするんだよ。
Why are you so intent on knowing if I did or not?
大したことじゃないの。
It's not important.
富武さんと高野さんと、シオンとケイちゃんをね。
It's just that there are some people
悪く言ってる人たちがいるの。
who are speaking poorly of Tomitake-san, Takano-san, Shion, and you, Kei-chan. And who are these people exactly? And I wouldn't say that's not important.
何が悪いんだかはよく聞いてないんだけどね。
I didn't really hear what they were saying, though. Unpleasant sweat dripped down my arms, and the sound of it hanging from my fingertips was so annoyingly loud.
私、ケイちゃんが悪いことをするなんて信じてないから。
I don't believe that you were doing something bad.
でも、ちょっとだけ聞いてみたかったから聞いてみたの。
Those brief dull eyes of unhappiness told me otherwise. I just wanted to ask a bit about it, so I did.
不愉快な思いをさせてごめんね。
Sorry for making you uncomfortable, okay? No harm, no foul, right? I found myself unable to reply. My reaction must have made it obvious what the truth was. And yet I couldn't explain myself.
ケイちゃんは、富武さんとも高野さんとも、そしてシオンとも一緒じゃなかった。
Kei-chan, you weren't with Tomitake-san, Takano-san, or Shion.
そうだよね。
Right. It's obvious. You're right, man. It's obvious right from your stupid facial expression. Your face that can freaking telegraph everything that you think about what you were up to. She's probably literally reading you like the damn humanoid book that you are. So you know what, man? You might as well just fess up to it. Yeah. You're digging yourself in deeper. I finally wrung out an answer between ragged breaths. Mion's expression softened a little.
よかった。
That's good.
私言っとくね。
I'll have to tell them.
ケイちゃんは何にも悪いことには加わってないって。
You weren't involved in anything bad, Kei-chan.
みんなにちゃんと言っておくからね。
So, I'll make sure to tell everyone. Yeah. Please do. Tell them I wasn't doing anything bad. Everyone. Make sure. Everyone. Everyone. Who is everyone?
じゃあね。
Okay, later.
明日は元気になってるから。
I'll be better tomorrow.
バイバイ。
Bye bye. I want to know who everyone is, man. Wait, Mion! What do you mean by everyone? Just then, a freezing cold hand touched the back of my neck.
こら、
Hey,
遅いですよ、前原くん。
you're late, Maibara-kun.
顔を洗うだけなのに、時間がかかりすぎです。
How long does it take you to wash your face? It was the teacher. I was taking so long she came out to get me.
あ、すみません。
I'm sorry.
ついミオンとおしゃべりを。
I was just speaking to Mion. I turned around, but Mion had crossed through the schoolyard without me realizing it, and was now standing at the gate.
さ、お勉強に戻りますよ。
Come, back to your studies.
早く早く。
Quickly now. The teacher was being insistent. We returned to the entrance. I looked back one more time, and Mion was nowhere in sight.
Keiichi, 今日はずっと元気がないのです。
Keiichi, you haven't seemed well all day. Well, when your big dirty secret has all been but flat out exposed to, has pretty much been exposed to you, and one person that you, and one of the last people that you don't want knowing about it just all but flat out tells you that they know about it, you'd be kind of feeling bad all day too. Keiichi, you haven't seemed well all day.
昨日、大はしゃぎしすぎたからに違いありませんわ。
It's clearly because he had far too much fun yesterday.
迷子になって目を真っ赤にさせて半泣きしてたやつに言われたくねえ。
I don't want to be told that by the one who got lost. Your face is all red and you were nearly crying.
ゆうべのさとこちゃん、可愛かったよ。
Satoko-chan was so cute last night. Huh? My friends did their best to try and cheer me up, but it didn't lighten my mood. Was it far worse than I thought? Had I really done something that terrible last night? Well, gee, I don't know. You kind of ended up ditching your friends to go on a whim because Shion dragged you along, and you ended up breaking into literally sacred grounds and structures of the village to go look at things that you clearly had no business looking at for hours on end, and then just literally show up at the last minute here and just, yeah, come on, man. You tell me if you've done anything wrong. These thoughts remained with me for the rest of the day.
じゃあね、ケイチくん。
Bye, Keiichi-kun.
また明日ね。
I'll see you tomorrow. By the time I realized it, I was in front of my own house.
みーちゃんも風邪だったみたいだけど、ひょっとしてケイチくんもなのかな
Mi-chan had a cold, right? Could you have a cold too, Keiichi-kun? Could you?
大丈夫だよ。
I'm fine.
こう見えても風邪で休んだことはないんだぜ。
I may look scrawny, but I never missed school because of a cold.
でも、みーちゃんもケイチくんも、今日は具合が悪そうだし。
Both you and Mi-chan didn't look so good today, though.
気にしてくれてありがとな。
Thanks for worrying about me.
大丈夫。バカは風邪ひかないんだぜ。
I'm fine. Idiots don't catch colds, remember? I don't know. I can be a damn idiot sometimes, and yet I catch colds. But then again, I guess maybe you... I don't know. Maybe you're talking about being a full-time idiot, in which case, well, I think I can happily say I don't fit that description. Rena smiled, then waved it to me and left. I'm just a part-time idiot. Most of the day, I'm at very least average intelligence. Too bad I don't get paid for it, though. Then it'd be the easiest job in the world. With my shoulders bobbing up and down from breathing heavily, I entered the house. As soon as I got back in, Mom called out to me.
何
What?
ケイチ、
Keiichi?
悪いんだけど図書館に行って本を返してきてくれない？
I'm sorry, but could you go to the library and return a few books for me? And this is how I'm going to get sent right out to go run into Mion. And we're probably going to have another lovely discussion about where I was last night. Right? Is that what this is going to set me up for? A simple trip to the library turned very south, with green hair clouding my vision, as a result of Mion getting very uncomfortably close to me.
めんどくさいな。
Huh? I don't feel like it.
お父さんもお母さんも今ね、ちょっと電話待ちをしてるところで家を開けられないの。
Your dad and I have to wait inside the house for a phone call right now, so we can't leave.
返却期限も今日までだし、お願いできない？
Hell, it could be Shion, actually. She's got green hair, too. They're twins. I need to return them today. Could you please do it? Sheesh. Did it have to do with Dad's job? No point in arguing if they bring that up. Dad, your job sucks. It keeps putting me in awful predicaments.
仕方ないな。
Okay, I guess this is only possibly going to happen twice. I mean, we'll wait and see what happens once I go to the library. But if it happens twice, then fine. It will happen twice. But if it happens for a third time at any point after than this, then, well, Daddy, I humbly request that you get a different job. For my sake. I guess so. But
でも俺、図書館がどこにあるか知らないよ。
I don't know where the library is.
あら、知らないの？
Oh, you don't?
沖宮の駅前をちょっと進んで。
It's a little past Okinomiya Station. Just then the phone rang. My parents' faces immediately turned grim. Mom snatched up the receiver.
もしもし、
Hello,
前原です。
Ibarra speaking.
はい？
I'm sorry?
はい、おりますけど。
Yes, he's right here. And she thrust the receiver at my face.
ケイイチに電話よ。
It's for you, Keiichi.
早めに終わらせてね。
Don't take too long, okay? I tried to ask who it was from, but the person on the phone directly would be but asking a person directly on the phone directly would be faster.
もしもし。
Hello? I'm gonna place a prediction. It's either Mion, Shion, or Ushi-san.
園崎の妹の方です。
And our number 2 choice is the winner. Ah, this is Sonozaki. Well, the younger one.
こんにちは。
Hello.
今はお時間大丈夫ですか？
Do you have time to talk right now? Well, technically no, because my parents are waiting for a phone call of their own. It was Shion. The older sister had hangover today, but the younger made no reference to it.
シオンか。
Shion?
ミオンと同じで、今日は徹夜明けで寝込んでるんじゃないかと思ったぜ。
I thought you'd be sleeping in today with a hangover, same as Mion.
え？
What?
それじゃあおね、今日はずる休みですか？
Mion had a hangover?
おねらしい。
That's so like her. She laughed warmly, but Mom glared at me, silently telling me to finish up.
ごめんな。
Whoops, sorry.
ちょっと親が電話待ちをしてるんで、そんなに長話はできないんだ。
My parents are waiting for an important call, so I can't talk for too long.
何の用だ？
What do you need?
お話ししたいことがあったんですけど、長電話が無理じゃ仕方ないですね。
There's something I want to talk about. But if you can't talk long, I guess that's that. She sounded a little disappointed. Oh, great. What about? Is it something I need to worry about? What would Shion want to talk to me about? Now I was
じゃあ
interested.
さ、会って話をしないか？
How about we meet up in person?
ついでに図書館にも案内してもらえるとありがたい。
If you could show me where the library is too, that'd be great. Well, I was mostly right about my prediction of landing me in the face of something with green hair about my trip to the library. Just not quite in the way I was expecting.
図書館って駅前の私立図書館ですか？
You mean the public library near the station?
別にいいですよ。
Yes, that's fine.
バイトのついでってことで。
I go past there on my way to work anyway.
じゃあいつもミオンと待ち合わせてる場所わかるか？
Okay, then you know where I usually meet up with Mion.
園崎家の小道に分かれる分岐の
At that intersection where the small path from the Sonzaki house splits.
ケイちゃん、
Oh,
言
Kei-chan,
ってませんでしたっけ？
did I not tell you?
私、本家じゃなくて、沖宮の家に住んでるんですよ。
I don't live at the main house. I live in
だ
Okinomiya.
から待ち合わせ場所は沖宮駅の改札前なんかにしてくれた方が嬉しいんですけど。
If we could meet by the ticket machines at Okinomiya station, that would be great. Main house? Living in Okinomiya? Now that she mentioned it, it always seemed like the Sonzaki sisters weren't communicating. Did they live in different houses? Also, now that she mentioned it, Reina said that she never met the younger sister despite going over to play sometimes.
じゃあ駅に集合な
Let's meet at the station.
すぐに行くよ
I'll go there right away.
じゃあ
Bye. I set my receiver down, and Mom immediately thrust a large pile of library books in my face. 6 volumes of long-form mystery novels. Mom had her own hobbies.
ケイチ、よろしくね。
Thank you, Keiichi.
お夕飯までには帰るのよ。
Be back by nightfall. Got it.
じゃあ行ってくれよ
Okay, I'm going. I'm supposed to change my clothes and grab my bike key. I climb the stairs to my bedroom. And hello to you, Shion. Shion had been waiting for me already, so meeting up was a smooth process.
ミオンと違ってシオンは待ち合わせ時間を守るな
Wow, Mion never keeps her appointments.
しみじみ
I mean, honestly.
おねを標準にされるといろいろと困ります。
Making my sister the standard for everything will get you in trouble. You just can't resist taking a shot at her, can't you? Shion seemed a little unsteady, too. She was drinking with Mion last night, wasn't she?
お前も夕べは寝てないんだろ
You didn't get any sleep last night either, did you?
隠しても無駄だぞ
Don't try and hide it.
で学校を早退したに違いない
You definitely went home from school early.
残念でした。
Oh, too bad.
私はそもそも今日はずる休みしてますので。
I've been at home all day in the first place.
私、おねより容量いいですから。
I'm smarter than Mion, after all. Hey. I don't think you can call playing hooky smarter. No, you can't.
じゃあ、先に用事を片付けます？
You should finish your errand first.
時間もそんなにないですから。
We don't have that much time.
図書館へ行くんですよね。
We're going to the library, right?
ああ頼むよ
Yeah, thanks.
お袋の借りてる本の返却期限が今日までらしいんで
My mom had to return some books by today.
図書館は遠いのか
Is the library far?
すぐ近くですよ。
No, it's really close by. As she said that, we spotted the signboard for the library almost immediately. If it was this easy to find, I guess I didn't need Shion to show me where it was after all. We rode around a bend, and the building was right there. Shishibone Public Library. We lived in the country, so I hadn't expected too much, but it was pretty big. The first floor was actually a government office, so the library was only on the second floor, but it still looked large enough to fit a decent collection of books. We passed through the automatic doors and were greeted by the cool breeze of an air curtain. The cicadas had been loud outside, but it was quiet inside the library. The air conditioning inside was keeping the temperature at an ideal level for the books. which had that mildewy smell unique to old paper.
どこの図書館も似たようなもんだな。
I guess every library is basically the same. There was one difference. It was that people studying for tests weren't taking up all the seats. I was one of those people, but now that seems like a distant memory.
すみません、返却に来ました。
Hello. I have some books I'd like to return. The librarian went through the process of checking them in, and then returned my mom's library card. Shion was going around the bookshelves with a deeply interested look on her face, like she wasn't a type who went to libraries very often.
悪いな、お待たせ。
Sorry for the wait.
終わったよ。
I'm all done.
図書館って涼しくていいところですね。
Libraries sure are nice and cool, aren't they? Yes, they are. Except when inhabited by noisy children.
私、将来は図書館で働きたいです。
I want to work in a library one day.
地味というか堅実というか、姉と比べると随分とささやかな希望だな。
Don't know whether to call that boring or dependable. Depends on the person. It's a pretty small dream compared to your sister. Mion would definitely be a hard-working employee for an international trading company, or some other crazy job that involved her running all around the world. Compared to that, what Shion said is pretty heartwarming.
まあ、互いの持ち味を大切にしたいですよね。
Well, we need to keep our differences dear to us.
私たち、分身じゃなくて、シオンとミオンというちゃんとした個人なんですから。
We're not copies. We're two different people, called Shion and Mion.
双子は双子なりにいろいろと考えてるんだな。
Twins have a lot to think about, huh?
でも楽しそうだよな。
Still, it sounds like fun.
俺には兄弟はいないから、うちには俺以外は親しかいない。
I don't have any brothers, so there's just me and my parents at my house.
窮屈なもんだよ。
It can get a little uncomfortable.
私だってそうです。
It's the same for me.
お姉とは一緒に住んでるわけじゃないですから。
I don't live with Mion after all. Right, she said something like that, didn't she? Why though? Sisters living apart is unusual. We were getting tired of talking, while we were walking. We ended up going to the lounge area, which was vacant, and continuing the conversation.
え？
Yes.
お姉は本家に、私は沖宮の家に住んでるんです。
Mion lives at the main house, and I live in Okinomiya.
本家ってなんだ？
What do you mean by main house?
随分と立派な響きがあるけどな。
You make it sound like you're nobility.
本家は本家です。
It's just the main house.
園崎家の本家。
The Sonozaki family's main house.
お姉は跡取りだから、バッチャと一緒に住んで、いろいろと当主としての修行をさせられてるみたいです。
Mion's the successor, so she lives with Nana and apparently studies all sorts of things as preparation to be the head of the family. Mion? Head of the family? It kind of fit her personality, but kind of didn't too. She's more
ケ
of
イ
a
ちゃん
free...
は引っ越してきたばかりでしたよね。
I don't know, she seems like too much of a free spirit to me personally. Kei-chan, you just moved here, right?
自分で言うのもなんですけど、園崎家ってここいらじゃ結構名士なんですよ。
This will sound like I'm boasting, but we the Sonozaki family are kind of personages around here.
本当かよ。
Huh? Seriously? The word personage didn't really match the extremely sociable air that Mion and Shion gave off. From what Shion explained, the Sonozaki family goes way back to the beginnings of Hinamizawa. After the war, they had a bunch of successful ventures and extended their influence to a wide area.
園崎家はですね、親族全体で助け合う土壌があるんです。
The Sonozaki house is a foundation under which the entire family cooperates.
今の当主のバッチャが築き上げたんですけどね。
Though the current family head, Grandma, was the one who built it. The entire family would provide backup to help one relative with a business venture. They were like a huge living company. This let them avoid tax-related problems and help relatives' ventures succeed, one after another, using large amounts of money.
沖宮の街を歩くことがあったら、看板とかを意識してみてください。
If you ever go for a walk through Okinomiya, pay attention to the signboards and stuff.
園崎の親族が経営しているお店ってとても多いんですよ。
There's a ton of shops that are managed by members of the Sonozaki family.
言われてみれば、
Now that you mention
例
it,
のおもちゃ屋も親類の人が経営してるみたいだったな。
that toy store looked like it was managed by relatives as well.
そういえば、エンジェルモートも親類の人が経営してるんじゃないのか？
Does that mean your relatives operate Angel Mort too? Even what few shops I was familiar with were involved with the Sonozaki family. It was definitely surprising.
特に金融不動産関係は強いですね。
The family is particularly strong in finance and real estate.
あと商工会議所の役員も何割かは園崎姓かその親類がついてます。
Even a lot of members of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry either have the last name Sonozaki or are their relatives. Yeah, your family definitely wields a lot of power around these parts, then, that's for sure.
沖宮一帯を評伝に市議会議員と県議会議員にも園崎がいますし、
There are Sonozakis in the city council and the prefectural assembly too, since they have the Okinomiya area giving them strong electoral support.
ちょっと待て。
Sounds a bit like nepotism. Wait a
なんだ
minute.
かすごい話になってきたぞ。
This is all escalating pretty quickly. Her relatives operate shops in downtown Okinomiya, and they're especially strong in finance and real estate. On top of that, a lot of those in the Chamber of Commerce and Industry are relatives, and they're even people elected to local offices.
ひょっとして、
So then,
園崎家ってこの辺り一帯じゃすごいんじゃ。
the Sonozaki family, it's pretty famous in this area?
ねえ。
Yes, what? Well, hi, Oishi-san. How nice of you to pop in.
すごいんです。
Yes, it's crazy. All of a sudden, a cigarette-smoking, overweight old man interrupted our conversation. What a lovely description. Wait, I know this guy.
どうも、
Hello.
こんにちは。
Good afternoon.
今日はデートですかな？
Are you on a date today?
羨ましいですね。
What I would give to be young again.
そうだと思ったら邪魔しないでほしかったですね。
If you thought we were on a date, then why are you bothering us?
大石さん。
Ushi-san? That was it. He was Ushi-san, a police officer. I thought it was this person who came to my rescue when I got involved with those delinquents before. You're kind of forgetting Shion and everyone else. Now that I thought about it, Mion didn't seem to like him very much.
いえいえ、すみません。
No, I apologize.
知ってる声が聞こえてきたので、ついつい。
I heard a familiar voice, so I came over to see. Ushi-san laughed coarsely, not showing any sign of giving up. As Shion watched him do so, I didn't feel the same sense of malice from her as I had from Mion.
前原さんでしたよね。
Maibara-san, right.
あなたもタフな人ですね。
You're one tough guy.
園崎姉妹を二股かけるなんて。
Two-timing the Sonozaki sisters, are you?
いや、そんな二股だなんて。
No, I'm not two-timing anyone. I turned around to look at Shion and plead for help, but she grinned and maintained her silence. Fuck you, Shion. If you're not gonna be helpful, just leave. Her gaze wandered. She looked at the clock.
ごめんなさい、ケイちゃん。
I'm sorry, Kei-chan.
私もうバイトの時間なんです。
I really need to get to my job.
え
Huh?
そうなのか？
Oh. Did you? Wait. Didn't Shion have something to talk about today? Now this weird man is here, though.
また今度。
Yep. I'll see you later.
バイトが終わったら電話します。
Oh, I'll give you a call after I'm done.
夜なら電話大丈夫ですよね。
It'll be okay to call at night, right?
あ
Yeah,
あ、大丈夫だと思う。
probably okay.
じゃあ、今夜電話しますので、その時に。
Then I'll talk to you later tonight.
じゃ
Bye. Shion left so fast she was practically running. Ushi-san was waving at me with a grin. I felt like I'd been left here as bait so she could get away. Maybe she was lying about having to go to work.
園崎のご令嬢とこれだけ親しくできるなんて、前原さんもなかなかの大物ですね。
You're quite the big shot, being so close to the Sonozaki daughters.
私も口の利き方を改めた方がいいかもしれません。
Maybe I should rethink how I talk to you too. Ushi-san put a coin into a vending machine as he said something a bit appalling.
アイスティーでいいですか？
Is iced tea okay
ミ
with
ルク
you?
は入れます？
Do you want milk in it?
え
Huh?
あ、いえ。
No, I
じゃあ入れますよ。
put some in then, alright?
はいどうぞ。
Here you are. Guess there's no getting out of this. He handed me a cup of tea, filled to the brim with ice, as I looked on absent-mindedly. So, you've obviously gone out of your way to come and approach me. Now, the question I have here is, why? Are you attempting to reach out to me like you did in Chapter 1? Because I'm not native to the town? Because a murder happened? Or is it for something else entirely? I don't think I'm obligated to have a guy like this buy me a drink, but he did get it for me, so I'll thank him. Was Ushi-san just killing time? We didn't know each other well, but he still engaged me in conversation about all sorts of dumb things. When I thought back to how I talked with Shion, this seemed like a total disaster.
前原さんは園崎さんのことをどれくらいご存知で？
Maibara-san, how much do you know about Sonozaki-san?
さっき聞いた以上のことは何も。
Other than what I heard just now, nothing. Until then, I hadn't known anything about either Mion nor Shion other than the fact that they were interesting. I really only did just learn that she was the daughter of some prestigious family.
園崎家はこの地域一帯を牛耳ってる暴力団です。
The Sonozakis are a syndicate with this entire region under their thumb. Given the wide berth and influence that they have in all different areas of these towns, from businesses to even local government, I guess in an uncharitable way you could view them as that too, couldn't you? As a syndicate, I mean.
ちなみに彼女のお父さんは関東でも有名な暴力団グループの大幹部さんです。
Incidentally, her father is a high-ranked executive in a syndicate association that's well known even in the Kanto region.
ご存知でした？
Did you know that?
え
What?
大幹部って。
An executive?
シオンさんの自宅をご存知ないんですか？
Have you ever seen where Shion-san lives?
高い塀に有刺鉄線と監視カメラで守られた典型的な暴力団の組長宅ですよ。
It's the very picture of a gang boss's house, protected by high walls, barbed wire fence, and security cameras.
今度ぜひ遊びに行ってみてください。
If you have the chance, you should go and visit her. Well, I guess burglaries are definitely something you don't have to worry about in a house like that. She'd mentioned Mion being a successor, but to a crime syndicate?
いえいえいえいえ。
No, 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 no.
まさかまさか。
Not at all, not at all.
園崎美音さんが継ぐのは、そんなちんけな暴力団組織だけじゃありません。
A boring old syndicate isn't the only thing Mion Sonozaki-san will inherit. Oh yeah? What will she inherit? The power of demons?
彼女が継ぐのは、園崎家そのものですよ。
She's inheriting the Sonozaki family itself. Well, for all I know, they all have the power of demons.
そのあたりの意味、ちょっと噛み締めていただけますかな。
I'll leave it to you to mull over what exactly that means. I suppose this is your way of warning me about who I'm getting involved with. In which case, well, that's kind of nice of you to do that, Oishi-san. But unfortunately, Keiichi here isn't a part-time idiot. Ueshi-san had spoken lightly about all this from start to finish, but what he was saying wasn't light in the least. It was abrupt and unbelievable.
ミオンさんがその気になれば、往来の真ん中で人殺しをしたってもみ消せちゃうかもしれないんですよ。
If Mion-san wanted to, she could kill someone in the middle of the street and still cover it up. What? Okay. Then I just had a thought. Obviously, I need proof that this so-called Sonozaki syndicate, if it actually exists, would actually engage in such criminal activity, but back in Chapter 1, when Keiichi ended up dying the way he did, part of his note, along with that syringe and everything that he was almost injected with, was taken away. But apparently before the police were able to discover it. And the police were unable to find any clues. Were unable to discover any clues that would basically determine the true cause of Keiichi's death. And so the thing was just basically written. The whole incident just basically got written off as something inconclusive. If there was a crime syndicate involved with what happened in Chapter 1, then covering up any evidence of any conspiracies or wrongdoings of that sort of thing, along with Keiichi's note in that syringe, would probably be child's play. Especially if they have members of their own ranks in the police. Hmm.
証人は現れないだろうし、警察にだって圧力をかけられますし。
Not only would witnesses not show up, but she'd put pressure on the police, too.
ミオンは人殺しなんかしないぞ。
Mion would never kill someone.
しません、ものの例えですよ。
She wouldn't. I'm just speaking hypothetically.
大石さんでしたっけ？
Your name, it was...
名前。
Ueshi-san, right?
ねえ、そうです。
Yes, that's right.
大石さん。
Then, Oishi-san.
ミオンの家が何だろうと、ミオンは俺の誇れる最高の友人です。
Whatever family Mion comes from, it doesn't change the fact that she's the best friend I could ever have. And I'm proud of that.
それをあまりけなすような言い方は好きになれないですね。
I don't appreciate people speaking ill of her. I let my quiet anger show through my gaze as I stared at him. Of course, I could never seem to tell what he was thinking, so I didn't know if it had any effect.
ではざっくばらんに。
Then let me be frank.
そのミオンさんにいくつかの事件の嫌疑がかかっているとしたらどう思います？
If Mion-san was suspected of a handful of incidents, what would you think? Suspected? Incidents? can't just say terrible stuff like that on a whim.
何かの誤解に決まってるじゃないですか。
Then it would be a misunderstanding, of course.
ミオンは物騒なことを言うやつだけど、そんな悪いことをするようなやつじゃない。
Mion may say some dangerous things, but she's not the kind of person who would do something so awful.
前原さん、お静かにお静かに。
Maibara-san, keep your voice down.
ここ、図書館ですから。
We're in a library. Ushi-san shushed me, but in a state of heightened excitement as I was, I wouldn't be calm so easily.
落ち着いてください。
Please calm down.
さっきも申し上げました通り、園崎家はいい意味でも悪い意味でも、この辺り一帯で強い力を持っているんです。
As I said before, the Sonozaki family holds a lot of power in this region, for better or worse.
ですから、ちょっと何かあるとすぐに疑いがかかってしまう。
So if anything happens, they would immediately be suspect.
そのあたりをご理解いただきたいのですよ。
I'd appreciate it if you understood that. I don't know. I don't think that's how standard police investigations are supposed to work. You're supposed to just basically start from the scene of the crime and then just work your way from there. And if there's a victim involved, you then learn of who their connections are with other people. If there was and you learn who the victim's connections to the possible perpetrator, if there is any to speak of. It's just basically building your way up here from a crime scene. Well, I know what Oishi-san is trying to say. Combining it with what Shion told me before, the Sonozaki family is huge and controls everything from Hinamizawa to Okinomiya. Mion, meanwhile, is its successor, who apparently holds strong influence over the entire family. Still, that's all? That's the only reason they're suspecting her?
ですから、私だって仕事で仕方なくやってるんです。
I'm just doing my job here.
ミオンさんを疑うためでなく、ミオンさんの疑いを晴らすために捜査をしている。そうお考えいただきたいのです。
Not to doubt Mion-san of anything, but to clear up suspicions surrounding her. Please think of it like that. He could talk a dog out of a meat truck. He was the definition of a shrewd, unfair adult. At this point, I began to think that it was no coincidence I'd met him.
大石さん、ひょっとして俺に用なんですか？
Ushi-san, do you need something from me?
ねえ、そうですよ。
Yes, I do.
前原圭一さん。
Keiichi Maibara-san. He answered in an absent tone of voice.
何かの事件でミオンを疑っていて、その友人の俺に何か聞きに来た。
Mion's being suspected of something, and you came to hear from a friend of hers. Me.
そういうことですか？
Is that it?
いえいえ、違います。
No, no, that isn't it.
私は園崎ミオンさんの友人と話をしに来たのではなく、前原圭一さんに話をしに来たのです。
I didn't come to talk to a friend of Mion Sonozaki-san. I came here to talk to Keiichi Maibara-san.
ご自宅にお伺いしたらご迷惑でしたでしょうからね。
It would probably have bothered you had I visited your house.
俺に
To me?
警察が何の用だって言うんですか？
What do the police want with me? Having realized this faked coincidental meeting had me as its target, my mood immediately turned foul.
そんなに構えなくて大丈夫ですよ。
You don't need to be so tense.
肩を楽にして、ちょ
Calm
っと
down.
質問に答えてくださるだけでいいんです。
Calm down and just answer a few questions.
それって職務質問ってやつですか？
Am I being questioned?
偶然知り合ったおじさんとの世間話ってことにしましょう。
Let's just call it a chat with a guy you happen to run into. Ushi-san freely suggested that I relax. That said, behind his eyes was a light, which I could only see sometimes, that was sharp as a hawk. If I tried in vain to run away, he might actually take me in and bring me to an interrogation room or something. That was undoubtedly unpleasant thought.
ゆうべは渡長市のお祭り、盛大で楽しかったですね。
You had a roaring good time at the Watanagashi festival last night, didn't you?
はぐらかさないでください。
Don't beat around the bush, please.
今さら世間話なんかされても。
I can't do small talk right now.
昨日の渡長市の晩。
Last night, during the festival.
富竹二郎さんと高野美代さんにお会いしませんでしたか？
Did you see Jiro Tomitake-san and Mio Takano-san? Something happened to them, didn't it? Are they dead and missing? I could plainly feel myself give it start.
あれ、写真はどこに行っちゃったかな？
Where did I put those pictures?
ああ、
Oh,
あったあった。
here they are. He opened a small notebook and removed 2 photographs. I didn't have to look.
さあ、
Well,
どうでしょ
who knows?
う。あったような、合わなかったような。
I might have seen them around. I don't remember. I was asked the same question for the second time today. I gave the same answer for the second time too.
あれ？記憶が曖昧ですが？
Your memories are blurry.
まさかアルコールが入っててよく覚えてないなんてのはなしにしてくださいよ。
You couldn't have possibly been drinking or anything. Here too. I got the same answer as I had from Mion. I realized he wasn't taking my vague reply well. Why is he asking me the same thing Mion did? The dark feelings I had nearly forgotten due to my conversation with Shion came rushing back in a hurry. We snuck into the sacred ritual storehouse. A punishable act. It was on a tiny impulse. While it may not count for much now, I do feel sorry about it.
もう一度お聞きしますよ。
I'll ask you again.
ゆうべのお祭りで富竹二郎さんと高野美代さんにお会いしませんでしたか？
Did you see Jiro Tomitake-san and Mio Takano-san at the festival last night? His tone was soft, but there was a dreadfulness in his voice, clearly different from the first time he asked. I'm scared. That was exactly how I felt.
と、繰り返し聞かれても、答えはさっきと同じです。
Even if you repeat the question, my answer won't change. I don't really remember. There wasn't any better answer I could give him. I didn't have the balls to say I didn't see them, nor the courage to admit I had.
そうですか。
I see.
改めて聞けば、さっきとは違う答えが返ってくるかなと思いましてね。
I just thought that maybe I'd get a different answer if I asked a second time. I'm too scared to look Oishi-san in the eyes.
では、質問を変えます。
I'll change the question.
ほら、前原さん。
Come, Maibara-san. Come on, you don't need to get that close to me, man.
リラックス、リラックス。
Relax, relax. Oishi-san grabbed my shoulders and squeezed them, as if trying to give me a massage. It mostly just hurt, though. Still. Why? Will he ask the same things as Mion? If he's asking the same things, then the next question must be.
同じく夕べのお祭りなんですが、園崎シオンさんにお会いしませんでしたか？
On the same night of the festival, did you see Shion Sonozaki-san? Why do you want to know? I wondered what that sound was, and when I looked down, I saw that it was the unmelted ice in the cup I was gripping in my hands. My hands were trembling, rocking the ice back and forth. Realizing that, I hastily put the remaining ice in my mouth and crunched down on it.
すみません。
Sorry.
あったかもしれないですけど、ほら、ミオにもそっくりですから。
I may have seen her, but, well, you know, she just looks like Mion.
ミオンと見間違えてるかも。
I might have just mistaken the two.
そんなわけはないでしょう。
But that can't be. Suddenly, Ushi-san grabbed both my shoulders and hunched down to give me a level stare. And what a lovely stare that is. This must be what it's like to be a deer in the headlights. I want to look away, but I can't. This is the first time I've experienced such a piercing stare.
ミオンさんもシオンさんも服装は全然違うんですから。
Mion-san and Shion-san wear completely different clothing.
そう簡単に見間違えるはずはありませんよ。
You wouldn't mistake the two so easily, I would think.
前原さん。
Maibara-san. His voice was harsh. How long are you gonna keep playing dumb? You've had to deal with this shit twice. Just admit it. Harsh, the same as when Mion said it. I could feel my heartbeat quickening. When I realized he could feel it through the hands on my shoulders, I got even more scared. Why? Why are Mion and Ushi-san both asking about last night? Probably because of the fact that someone got murdered. Was sneaking into the storehouse so bad? I shouldn't have let Takano-san talk me into it. Tomitake-san casually said to check it out too, so... Even Shion, if she hadn't encouraged me... Don't go around blaming your bullshit choices on them. In the end, it was you who decided to go along with them. No. I understood. I was the one most at fault here. Thank you! I shouldn't have let my curiosity get the better of me. I shouldn't have gone into the forbidden storehouse.
Oishiさん。
It's like a repeat of history. You let your curiosity get the better of you, and then things just start going downhill from there. Kind of like in Chapter 1. Ushi-san.
ホタルの光っす。
I think that's our cue to get out of here. A young man wearing a suit came into the lounge. From the way he held himself, I knew immediately that he was Ushi-san's subordinate.
あれは本当だ。
Oh, so it is.
もう閉館なんですね。
Closing time already. I hadn't realized it until he said something. The jingle and announcement telling patrons the library had closed had started playing without me realizing it. I was so irritated and so overwhelmed that I couldn't even hear it.
じゃあ前原君。
Well then, Maibara-kun.
もうこんな時間なんで私たちは失礼させてもらいます。
We're out of time, so allow me to take my leave.
このお話はもっと時間のある時にのんびりといたしましょう。
I'd like to talk to you more about this at your leisure, when we have more time. This isn't a joke. If I never saw him again, it would be too soon. Ushi-san followed his subordinate and left the lounge behind him. However, he spun back around.
そうそう、前原さん。
Alright, Maibara-san.
何ですか？
What is it?
さっきさせてもらった2つの質問ですが、
Those two questions I asked you before.
どちらの回答もよく覚えてない。
You
で
don't
したよ
remember.
ね。
You don't remember well enough to answer either of them, correct?
はい。
Right.
参考までに。
Just so you know,
あなた、昨日全員にお会いしてますよ。
you saw them all yesterday.
4人で楽しそうに歩いてたじゃないですか。
You were walking along, the four of you, having quite a pleasant time
石段のところで。
near the stone steps.
私がこの目で見てますから。
I saw you with my own eyes. Ah, so you were right there then, huh? Lovely. That's probably also how, Mion found us too, isn't it? And asked us the same questions that you were asking us. About whether we've seen Tomitake, Tanako, and, Shion. We should have just all gone back separately. I caught my breath, and my heart seemed like it was about to stop. What a detestable person. He knew. And he was testing me.
ではまたお会いしましょう。
We'll meet again.
良いお年を。
Have a good year. I sat there like a rock, unmoving, until I could no longer hear the clacking of sounds of their footsteps. Well, the way I see it, Keiichi, if Oishi-san knows, and it's because he saw you, there's probably a very good chance that Mion saw you come back with all the others as well. So you know what? I really don't see the point. I really don't see the point in hiding this crap anymore. So if I were you, I would just fess up to your crime to Mion, and maybe, just maybe, she might spare you. I won't guarantee anything, but she just might spare you. Anyway, I'm gonna go on a hunch and say that I'm only in the first half of this current chapter. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to end things here, and then we can resume this current chapter within chapter 2 in the next episode, and see what the hell is gonna happen to us on the way back home. Somehow I doubt it's going to be entirely pleasant, but maybe that's just the cynic in me talking. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this latest episode of Higurashi When They Cry, Chapter 2. If you did and you want to see more content from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I will see you all next time. Take care.